Can't see it.
Tells me now, impressive. This meeting is being recorded. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar. If you remember last week, well, it was only Sunday, or maybe said it on Wednesday as well. I think I said it on Wednesday. Last week, I was asking for volunteers, and I've managed to get some people, and I'll tell you then coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm excited, doing their own trainings. And there's a wee bit of a story at the end there, but oops, I need to keep an eye on the waiting room. But for this week, the second thing we also promised, although there's not many new people on tonight, we also promised that we're going to be starting more basic stuff, because there's a lot of new people starting to come on board, and I expect a lot more over the next well, I could say years, with or without lockdown, but I do expect that everything to grow dramatically as the lockdown eases. So tonight, Kate is going to do a wonderful training that she put together. It's two put into one, but they're not the length of two. We've edited it down to cover. Basically, it's about the tools in the box, but the tools in the box that are available, but it's specifically geared up for new people or new to Facebook people, because there's still people who might be still not dipped their toe into that Facebook arena yet and want to just get some refreshers. Let me just hope that this is the right one, because Kate was a witness. I have a witness. Kate was, now I want to make sure that we get the speaker view as well, so we can see Kate, because last week we couldn't see Jeff, who did. Can you guys see that?
I can just see Lynn McDonald has started screen sharing, but I can't actually see the share yet.
I'm not 100% sure if we're going to have the luxury of seeing the speaker, because we didn't last week.
Oh, please don't worry about that. In fact, I could just turn my camera off.
You need to talk slower then, Kate. But we couldn't see your face last week, and now she's sorted that all out. Tell me when you can see it, because I still can't see the speakers.
No, it's just a black screen with Lynn McDonald has started screen sharing.
Happened last week, didn't it? So we'll try again. I've got the little circle. I'm not even bothering to edit out these technical hitches, because I just know it's due to Zoom.
Right.
Yay! I heard somebody speaking there. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you again, yeah.
I got it. Yes. It does that. It's not responding, and what I've learned from my it's just
there it is now.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you could see it, because I could see the picture. I can see Kate right below me, so hopefully we can. I'm scared to put it on the speaker view because last week when I did that, I lost the speakers and we couldn't see Jeff, so I'll just keep it there. If you could mute yourselves, and so it's just Kate and I'll mute myself, so that means that if anybody else's talks, it won't jump, and we should hopefully see Kate. Yes, I was saying it wasn't responding, and when my Microsoft Word does that, if I just patiently wait, it eventually responds. So what I'll have to do is share the screen before we start the training next time. Right, Kate, it's over to you.
Thank you. Lynn has asked me to just reiterate some basic online training just now, which was really written for new people.
Kate, but there's a scuffing sound. There's a scuffing.
Oh, right. It's not me. I'm not touching anything.
But I'm touching your computer or phone or something. Sorry.
No, I'm not touching anything.
Right, go again.
Is it gone?
Yes.
Okay. So Lynn has asked me to share this training tonight, which was originally intended for new people. I'm not touching anything, and I can hear it now. Sorry.
No, it's an electrical thing, I think.
Okay. And basically, the sort of basics of online selling started in our previous business, Clean Easy, around about 2013. And although of all the people on Zoom with us tonight, Lynn and I are probably the people who have done online for the longest. I would say that the people in my team tonight who are on this Zoom, which is Frank, Louise, Mary and Owen, have all far surpassed my talents in online selling and really would be far better geared to deliver this training than me. However, I've been asked to do it, so here we go. So if anybody in the team has got any other additions or subtractions to make at the end, please fill your boots, guys, because it's here for everybody. Okay, so this is really for people who are looking to get started online successfully, or if they just need a wee refresher. And basically, there's a formula to online selling, and you need all of the steps to start getting results, because it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You need all the pieces in place in order to be successful. If you miss anything out, like a recipe, you probably won't get the results that you're looking for. Okay, so the first thing I would say is absolutely believe that you can do it. It's worked for other people in the team. It's been working successfully for nearly 8 years now, online selling in the business, and it definitely can work for you if you follow the system and believe in it and ask any questions that you need to ask. There are training videos on the startup guide on the A-Team Rhino group, and also on Team Velocity if you're in my team, and there's plenty of information there on getting set up and keeping your Facebook account safe as well. And that's a really big thing, because Facebook's a moving carpet. We're all learning as we go along, and there's new information every single day as to how Facebook works, and they expect us to work and won't let us work when we try to do what they suggest. So make sure you keep your account safe. That's a really, really big thing, and proceed with caution. And everything I'm going to suggest to you, you might want to do it at a snail's pace to begin with, and then build it up gradually, so that you're not doing anything suddenly and changing your behaviour very suddenly. So if you haven't seen these training videos, ask your sponsor to point you at them. They are pinned on the Team Velocity group, and they are on the A-Team Rhino support group and the YouTube channel as well. And the first thing we suggest to people actually now is to start up your own selling group. But in days gone by, we encourage people to join local selling groups first, maybe about 3 to 5 local selling groups, because you're looking to build up a customer base locally, just like you do with catalogues. So the more local you have your business for online as well, the easier it is for people to collect from you, or you to deliver, or, you know, as you go on, you can spread further afield and start to drop ship your deliveries out as well. Okay, you can move on, thank you. So set up your closed Facebook selling group. There are many, many reasons why we encourage you to concentrate on a group rather than a page. Now, pages have evolved over the years as well, and they've got uses that groups don't have as well. But initially, you're looking to set up your closed Facebook selling group, because that is going to be your customer base. And firstly, before you add anybody to the group, you're going to stock the group. You're going to stock your shop with lots and lots of window shopping products for people to see. And the first thing that you do is write a welcome post and mark it as an announcement to tell people when they join the group what it's all about, and welcome them, you know, welcome to my online shop. We can help you with the wording of that as well if you haven't done that before, just to tell people what the group's about and how to order and so on, and why the group's there. So before you add anybody to the group, you'd be adding 20 to 25 individual product posts. Make the pictures as clear as you can, because lots of people are looking at the posts on a phone. So the bigger the picture and the more clarity in the picture, people will buy what they see. And if they're looking at a collage with 20 products on it, they won't be able to see it very well on a phone. So make sure they're individual product posts, and your sponsor can help to show you what's in stock. And wherever possible, edit your photograph. Real customers' photographs and real distributors' photographs are a lot better. And we've all got photo groups as well that we can direct you to as well. And a very brief description and the price of the product as well. So the price is really important, but you can be brief with your description, because if people want to know the size of it or the weight of it, or, you know, exactly what colour the piping is or whatever, they can ask the questions, and that opens up to some interaction as well. So the basic information is enough, really. Then every so often, every few days, you can add an interactive post that members can engage with. It could be something simple at Christmas time, like what's your favourite Christmas movie, or take a picture of the item to your left, or something like that. Just something people can engage with, and they really like that. They like being part of the group and interacting with it, and they'll come back on every day to see what you're doing. Once you've got enough stock in your group, you can then start inviting people to join the group. You can either share it to your timeline to launch it or invite individual friends. There's an invite button at the top of the page. And once the group's launched, you're going to continue to add individual products, at least 5 a day. Now, I generally find myself doing a lot more than that. But, 5 a day will keep the group fresh and moving on, and select different price ranges, different product types, etc. And we would also recommend that you consider an online launch party with your sponsor's help, and building up to 3 to 5 posts a day on your group, as we've said. Okay, an online launch party can be very useful, and your sponsor can do the posting for you and help you with that as well. So we also have a tool called Marketplace as well. You can put individual items on Marketplace, and that allows you to copy all the posts to up to 20 further groups at the same time, which saves you a lot of time. And on each of these posts, without using the link to your group, you can mention your group, and you will get people asking to join your group. One of the queens of doing this is Mary in our team, who gets people joining our group every single day because she puts it on every single post and responds to every like and every comment. So something like, for more special offers for the family, home and garden, please join our Facebook group, and also mention that you've got a business as well and you're looking for people to join your team. Part-time online retailers required, age 18 plus in this area, please message me if interested. Okay, so you can put a short version of that. You can put a text replacement function on your phone so that you're not constantly typing that, because that's going to go on all your external ads. If you need help with that, please ask. The iPhone and Android both have that facility, so please ask if you're not sure how to do that. For anything you're constantly typing, it's a really, really quick way of doing it. And on Marketplace, you can renew your posts every 7 days up to a maximum of 5 times. And that's very simple to do. It actually does show you which posts are eligible to be renewed, and you can just do that in just a couple of minutes. It's worth getting into the habit of doing that every day. And that keeps lots of your adverts to the top of the feed on Marketplace, and it will make your ads more easily seen. So it's consistent effort every day that starts to get results. Don't do 10 posts one day and then nothing else for 3 weeks. Make sure you do, whatever you can manage, and do it every single day. A lot of people in our team are very, very successful at what's in the box videos. When your delivery arrives, and you can have an unboxing video, you can either do that live, or you can record it and then post it to your group if you want. But going live on it is going to get everybody's attention, because people will be notified that you are live in the group. And a spectacular live in our team the other night was on Friday night, when Owen had his birthday live video, which wasn't an unboxing video, but it was an extended version of what he had available to sell. And he sold, he'll tell you at the end how much he sold. It was amazing to watch. It was really, really good, very, very natural. And he was getting comments and sales and inquiries all the way through his video that he replied to immediately, and people felt part of it, and people really wanted to stay to the end. He had special offers on and everything. It was great. That's quite an advanced thing to do. Not everybody's got the confidence for that. But initially start with a 2 or 3 minute what's in the box, and let people see that you're holding this product, what it looks like at the back, what it looks like on a wall, sitting on the table or whatever. People like to see that the products are real, that they're in your hand and they're in your house. And if you haven't got enough of a delivery to begin with, you can ask your sponsor to do one and post it to your group if you haven't done that yourself yet. Okay, so real photos are better than stock pictures. The stock pictures are products dressed for the catalogue, but the real ones of people that people will send you of the product in their house. I had one the other day, and it was the insect door screen, and the customer had posted it up on the back door, and they actually sent me a picture of their dogs using it to get through. Took half an hour to show their dogs how to use the insect screen, and then the dogs were jumping in and out the house all day and loving it. So when you get pictures like that from customers, that's like gold dust really. But at least your own pictures of yourself using the products is very much more valuable than the stock pictures. Okay, and some customers will see somebody else posting their picture, and they'll think they're going to send one in as well, and it kind of snowballs a wee bit as well. People get really into it. So again, there's lots of customer pictures and distributor pictures on the photos groups. Ask to be added to the one for your team if you haven't been invited already. Okay, and remember to engage with your customers. Show them non-related content to keep them checking in. So sometimes it'll be, you know, an announcement about something, or maybe, you know, Louise is really good at putting on cleaning hacks and different stuff like that aren't necessarily to do with our products, but it is to do with what our groups are about and stuff like that. And the customers really like that interactive posts as well. If you're out for the day, take a picture of yourself on the beach, ask them what they're up to. And you know, funny videos, music, anything at all. During lockdown, I used Gary Barlow's videos, Marty Pello's videos, and different stuff like that, and silly animal videos and stuff, but nothing ever offensive to anybody, nothing political or anything like that, because it reduces your audience of receptive customers. If even one person doesn't like what you're posting and they leave your group, their friends might leave your group. You don't want that at all. You want people to keep coming back for more, so make sure everything you've got there is entertaining, informative, and interesting for them. Okay, and good morning posts every day. You can even schedule them if you want, once a week. Morning posts, good night posts as well, they're really popular, and people quite often message me and say, I really liked that post today, that was really positive, I needed to hear something positive today, and there it was, or I needed a wee laugh, and that was a cute wee picture of the squirrels or whatever. Okay, so when you get an online sale, always follow it up with a wee message, check that they like their purchases, are they using it correctly, you know, what do they like best about it. Always take the opportunity to give people a catalogue. If you're delivering in person or they're collecting from you, make sure they've got a catalogue. If you're sending out by direct dispatch, the company have now thankfully taken my request seriously for the last 5 years, and have now added a free catalogue pack that's an optional for you when you're sending out a direct dispatch. But also follow those up as well. Make sure, you know, did you get your order okay? Did it arrive in time? Are you happy with it? Did you like the catalogue? Just so that you know this is how to order if there's anything else you'd like. Okay, and also ask people for referrals as well. Ask them who they know that might like your group, or somebody they know that might be looking for an extra income, especially at the moment when people's jobs are up in the air a lot. And, you know, there's a lot of people really worried about, you know, what they're going to do now they've maybe made redundant, or they're on furlough, or whatever. Things are changing for people, and people need to think out the box a wee bit now as well for themselves. Okay, so Facebook stories, Louise was you know, an instigator of that in our team at least. Facebook stories on your timeline, a great way to show just what you're doing. You know, if you're having a coffee at 11 o'clock in the morning and they're at the bus stop and soaking wet rain, etc., trying to get to work. Glimpses of your business, sometimes not every post, but maybe a couple of posts a day with a product on it, or a special offer on it, or an advert for your group, or an advert for your business opportunity. But stories of yourself at the park or on the beach, or just heading to the shops, you know, just you know, lifestyle moments really is the best way of describing it. And that quite often sparks curiosity from your friends. And if they comment on your story, it gets sent by private message, so you won't miss anything. You can engage with them. People will maybe just say, oh, that's a really nice picture, where was it taken, or something like that. And you can get into conversation with them as well. It's social media, remember, it's social to stay, so stay sociable. Okay, the toolbox is expanding all the time. At the moment, we've got orders coming from catalogues, Facebook selling groups, buy and sell, marketplace, video demos, everything I've mentioned so far. But there's a lot more as well. There's online parties, Facebook stories, catalogues going into dropships now. The flip books to the catalogues, thanks so much, Lynn, for instigating those. They're absolutely brilliant. Messenger, PDFs, etc. Remember to ask your friends and family if they're looking to buy something. Ask if they'll look at your catalogue first. Doorstep demos, Janet and Steve are the king and queen of that. And then there's Facebook parties, etc. as well. There's lots of ways of moving products and lots of ways of promoting your business as well. So we've got, in addition to Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got eBay, Amazon, Gumtree, Shpock, Vinted, WhatsApp. I'll touch on WhatsApp a wee bit in a minute, and Nextdoor in a minute as well, and lots more. The list goes on and on and on every single day, and there's lots of ways of moving product. Okay, so WhatsApp's another tool we've been using fairly recently. I recently sent out a WhatsApp broadcast. It's different to a chat group. It's a broadcast where people are getting a message from you privately, and they'll reply to it privately. and I sent out a WhatsApp broadcast to 43 people without prejudging, didn't have any idea whether the people I sent the message to were even on WhatsApp, but I had £150 worth of orders from 4 customers, and what I sent to them was the garden and outdoor catalogue that they didn't have in the catalogue pack yet, because it was just when the PDF was released. So I had £150 worth of orders from 4 people. One was in her 80s. She normally spends about £5 or £6. She bought a £17 hose. Somebody else had moved out the area. She wasn't routinely getting a catalogue, except she'd had a couple through the post. So she ordered mugs, I think she ordered. Somebody else over 70 that you wouldn't necessarily imagine would use WhatsApp routinely, £91 worth of garden lights. And somebody else isolating who hadn't been out to the shop for months, she bought garden lights as well. Lots of people said they would look. Some people said they would forward it on to their friends as well. And really, you know, ever since I've done that, I've done a few more broadcasts after that, and I get sales from it every single time. It's a great tool, absolutely fantastic tool. Okay, so reasons for sending out a broadcast, they're brilliant for products that are announced before they reach the catalogue. So at the moment we've got the new Houseproud catalogue. We're getting products from that announced this week, and the PDF's coming out on Friday, but the catalogues themselves won't arrive till probably another week or 2 at least. So as soon as the flipbook of that PDF is available, Lynn, no pressure, that'll be going out as a WhatsApp broadcast for my customers, and I guarantee I'll get orders from it. Special offers you can put on yourself, catalogue previews, the mystery boxes, that was a really good one as well, to send out a broadcast for stuff that's in the mystery boxes. And while I'm waiting for the PDF of the Houseproud, I'll send out another special offer from what's left in my mystery boxes, and because I've got a couple of Christmas ones as well. And it's not ordinarily things that you would necessarily think about promoting in May, but people will buy what you show them, so make sure you show them so that they can buy. Okay. So you could have a product of the month if you want as well. I use customer newsletters for my catalogue customers, so I've always got a product of the month in my top 10 sellers and everything, but why not send them out a broadcast, just reiterate it. Okay. If you have a customer newsletter, ask them to connect with you on WhatsApp so that they've got your number stored, because when you send a broadcast, it's only people who have your number stored as a contact that will receive the broadcast. So definitely offer WhatsApp to your Facebook customers as well. It's just another way of getting in touch with people that aren't necessarily online all the time, but they always have their phone beside them, so if they've got a message from you, they'll be able to order whether they're on Facebook or not. Update your broadcast list regularly. Every time you add a new contact to your phone, why not add them to your broadcast list if they are or likely to be a customer? Don't prejudge, don't send too many, you don't send them every day or anything like that, but every couple of weeks is fine. And as I say, we've got another new catalogue coming out at the end of this week, so it's a brilliant chance to share it. It's easy to do and it's easy not to do, so Janet and Steve are having great results with it as well, so why not give it a go? It works for me and it works for them, so it'll work for you. Okay, so if you do all of that consistently, it sounds a lot, but it isn't really when you get into the habit of it. You'll start to get regular orders and the income you joined the business for within a couple of weeks. You won't get instant results, but it is work from home. It's not sit on the couch and think about it from home. It's actually work from home. And the only silly question is the one you don't ask. Your sponsor and upline are here to help you, so please ask. We'll be happy to hear from you. And the one thing that isn't on the slide yet, but we wanted to briefly touch on, is a new app called Nextdoor. Louise and Owen and our team had experimented a bit with Nextdoor, and I joined it very grudgingly because I really didn't want anything where I had to put my address on an app. But you can, you know, it's not as intrusive as I thought it was. I sold a duvet set from a mystery box on it the other day, and I've got rid of cardboard boxes from my orders as well. Somebody came and picked up boxes at 11:30 from my front door last night. It's a great app actually, because you can recommend things to people, you know, and people might want to know, you know, what's the best way to get, you know, a mark off the curry sauce off the wallpaper, which I wanted to know last week when it happened to me. So, you know, there's lots of, you know, I'm sure there'll be another tool in the box soon, but Nextdoor's working really well for people that use it consistently. You can put adverts on it, you can renew your adverts, you can mark them sold, You can get into conversation with people. Louise has used it to get catalogues out in our local area. Owen's used it as well. It's another fantastic tool. And that's all I want to say, really. But I would like to now invite anybody that's got success stories from any of the online methods that we've talked about to please weed in and share them with us. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Kate. I'll just click stop share. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I've also realised when I raise my picture, the dogs don't get excited and think it's the end of the training. Because then start. That was excellent. Actually, if anybody's got any stories, it doesn't have to be from Facebook, online, WhatsApp, or next door. It can be any stories, but we will, if Owen is still there, did you say that Owen had a story?
Owen had an amazing live in his group on Friday night, I'm sure to tell you about.
Well, people are gathering their thoughts because parties aren't something that everybody tackles on Facebook. And I will point out before I pass it over to you, and you don't have to go live. Louise has had many successful parties without going live, and so many of the other of you that followed. I think Louise was the first one to do a non-live one. Owen, do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah. So it was my first year. That week was my first year of being with Viva MK. I started on the 18th of May. So I thought I'll do a whole week of events, competitions, lucky dips. So I done competitions Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, and it was just interactive ones. So guess how many sweets are in the jar. And I think on one of them I had 230 something comments, just people guessing how many sweets are in the jar. People that they're in my group, they've never ordered, I've never even seen them like or comment, were commenting on that. So that was good for interaction. I done lucky dips all week, so there was 3 or 4 winners. And then on Friday itself, 7 o'clock, I went live. I borrowed one of my uncle's bedrooms and had it all set out all week, ready to go with normal stock. They had some offers on them. Also had 3 mystery boxes that I bought. So I had that all set out, and I was just trying to sell as much of that as possible, and a few other bits and bobs. It was just great. It was a whole hour. It was actually more than an hour. It ended up being, I think, an hour and 15 minutes live on Facebook. I couldn't speak by the end of it. My voice was so sore, and it was just great. People were just buying stuff so quick. I was like, I could have sold things 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times over, and only had 1 or 2 for the mystery boxes. So that was good. I think all in all, with orders, selling mystery boxes products, selling lucky dips, so the whole week of events, it comes to about £450 worth of money I've took in for orders, lucky dips, selling stock I've got, selling mystery boxes stock. So that's probably, it was a really good week. I'm not recovered fit. You should see the boxes in the living room with stuff to deliver. So
that's excellent.
Absolutely brilliant. It was great to watch. It was really, really phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant.
A lot to do for anybody who's watching the videos afterwards who may be new to Facebook or new to selling on Facebook or online. The interaction, like Owen said, how many sweeties are in the jar, and people comment and pick. The interaction part of Facebook, the more people who interact in your shop, the more people who will actually see the posts that you put in your shop. So for the over 200 comments, I think you'll probably see in the next few days quite a lot of people putting up how many sweeties are in the jar on the Facebook shops. And if anybody...
We also had the safe combination one as well. That went on for days.
That really folklore living. I was like at 2 o'clock in the morning they're guessing, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep. I didn't care what the combination of the safe is, but they were. And another one I done was people to post pictures of the products they bought for me. So that was really good to get. I've actually had sales from that. Someone says, oh, I seen Liz bought that jar thing. I'll have one of them. So that was great. Sales from, I never even had to post, and I got sales from the customers posting. So that's one that I'm going to carry on with.
That's a brilliant idea. Might get me reminder of that through my Facebook or somebody get that posted. Some of these ideas into the A-team and the groups would be brilliant to share. Well done. You don't have to go live, but it seems like it's given you a good result going live.
And it was a lot of work. I mean, because it was a whole week of events, and like you can't just it's not just an hour live video. It's
No, I know.
a lot of work
all the prep that
planning
goes into
what I'm
that,
going to do on what night,
Everything
and
you did.
even setting it up. You know, I had to set it up and lay it all out. I actually done another live today with the last few bits of the stock, so it's like I'm kind of no finished it until this coming weekend. So that's been like a long couple of weeks, and that's me done. So it isn't just an hour, and that's you done.
Yep, and you put all price labels and everything as well, didn't you?
Yeah, aye. So it was a long task, but it was worth it. No, just for the sales. It was worth it for people popping up in my group that I've never popped up before. So I just need to keep building the posts and the interactions over the next month or so.
Yeah.
I think you just really had to shift that stuff where your mother was telling you to get used to.
Wish I couldn't get to your bed.
It was the mystery boxes.
I know, yeah.
I did buy probably one too many mystery boxes, but I've got rid of it, so it's no any hassle.
They paid for themselves. But you know what it reminded me when you were saying that is it's easy for people who think it was just an hour's party, but you had the whole week where you did lots of different stuff. Obviously, my first instinct is to go, oh, wouldn't that be nice if you popped in a wee 10-minute wee training for one of your wee future trainings, because I'm trying to encourage new trainers. But these ideas are phenomenal. But the work that you've put in there is just like the work of blanket dropping with the catalogues. That you've built up a lot of rapport, you've built up a lot of interaction, which is going to, the week or 2 weeks that you've spent doing that is going to pay you further down the line. You're clever enough to know that you've got to keep the momentum going a bit, but you're also wise enough to know you can't do that sort of rate and giveaway, because a giveaway is only exciting or like special offers or whatever. If they are special offers, if they're every day, there are no special offers anymore.
Yeah.
But you're very much a natural. Well done on 450 in sales. Well done.
I mean, absolutely brilliant. Well done.
Phenomenal. Anybody else want to share anything?
I did two parties in my group. One at the beginning of May when the original batch of mystery boxes came, which was general home care stuff, discontinued products like terrariums and stuff like that. And I did an online party in my group, and I got £90 worth of orders from that one initially on the night. And then 2 weeks later, when the Christmas boxes came, I managed to, I did wonder about the sanity of it, but I decided I would have a Christmas party in my group as well, and I sold £150 in an hour on my online Christmas party without going live. And I was really quite pleased with that, because there's, people were contacting me and saying who's going to buy Christmas stuff in May. One of the customers who ordered, when I went to deliver her order, she said, Brian, her husband, Brian said to me, who's going to buy Christmas stuff in May? And she said, well, look at the prices I was getting it for. It was a great special offer. So of course I was going to buy it in May. And there are people that are looking at all times a year for special offers for this and that. So it's definitely worth doing.
There's
so I was
still these people
really pleased with that. That was
January, isn't there? And they buy, they start in January and they buy their
Some people have got everything wrapped and all their cards written by now. But but they love a bargain. So, if you can have a themed party here and there, I'll probably do another one, maybe in July or August or something like that. And then, then when the Christmas catalogue comes out, nobody will be surprised to see it, because they'll be used to us talking about Christmas. But yeah,
it's fantastic. Well done.
Yep. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't have got the sales. That's the thing. So
as long as it gets the results, but it's all building up with the Facebook thing. It's like at each party, each video that you can do. Can you still do the watch videos, the watch party videos, replay them? Everybody interaction, how many beans are in the jar, or is it jelly babies? I love jelly babies. None of them were in my house. I do love them. But all of that interaction is just like your blanket dropping. It's building up that momentum in your group, and that's why these guys are, Kate's team especially, are especially phenomenal on the online side. Kate says, I'm not so great, but that's only because you're competing against people who are fantastic. You're great. You're brilliant. online. And
Well, I don't need to be because I've got people in the team that are better than me at it. So
that's a great position to be in. Anybody got any more stories they want to share? Anything else? Well, I will move on and tell you what we're going to be covering on the next couple of weeks. You'll be glad to know I'm starting to get my act together a bit and get a bit organised. I'm not getting so many volunteers, so as you can see, I'm nudging and poking and prodding and asking for volunteers. Thank you, Kate, for tonight. She did it tonight because I didn't want a brand new person or somebody who's volunteering to get told the day before.
I didn't get told the day before.
Don't tell the truth.
I got told at lunchtime today, which is quite a lot of notice for me.
That's Lord knows for you. You're professional. You can just off the cuff. No, but I'm delighted to say we've got training out next week. I'm hoping to have 2 slots. Tonight, Kate covered quite a lot there. And to be fair, it probably could have been, it's too much for one training, but not enough for one. But we wanted to get some good, really concrete things there that are producing results for new people. But in hindsight, possibly I made it slightly a bit too long. Sorry, Kate, but you covered that amazingly. So next week, I thought we'd go back to the catalogue side yet. And this is where, you know, the fate is really weird because Nigel and Amanda, do you want to unmute? See what your retail figures are. She's not been feeling well either, so. Oh, sorry about the yawn. I didn't mean to yawn. I was good, right. Amanda, Nigel, just remind me, I know you were Star 2000 last period, but you're consistently over 2000 every 4 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah, we were 2,400 and something this year.
Sorry, could you say that again? I'll mute myself. I have had a cough.
We were 2,400 and something this period.
Myself, so I can applaud you. And I'd sent me, Nigel and Amanda, a message asking if they would cover one of the retail sections next week. And the fate part of it is she had just already put together a retail training of her own on blanket dropping and how to build a customer base. So that was like, she had just put one together and I'm like, you're joking, I've just asked you. So that's why she's only getting a week's notice because it's already put together. See, I'm getting better now, you're getting a week or more. And I'm going to see if Janet can complement that and do a little 10-15 minutes on the doorstep demo, because what excites me is, I don't know if you've seen the video of Tracy Butler in the official group and in the A-team. I get muddled up because I see them in different places and I hope I comment on all of them and don't miss them. But I thought that was excellent because it's not just doing things yourself, it's also, is it duplicatable? And it's great to see. So I'm hoping with Tracy's permission, well, she's put it in the group, so I'm pretty sure she'll be okay that we can play her wee video and her wee doorstep. So it was absolutely excellent, brand new. The other thing I will say, it is Wareham Market. Janet's known Tracy for, I was trying to remember the years. It's a long, long time, 20 odd years. And it's not because they're same personalities. It was actually her mum and dad that Janet was really friendly with. And they were like second parents there, is what Janet said to me. So that's how she knows Tracy. But when somebody knows you a long time, they trust you. Or even if somebody knows you, it doesn't have to be 27 years. But that is why I always like to speak to people and encourage people to speak to people about the opportunity, because if they do get started, they're more likely to take your word for it and just copy what you do. Whereas understandably, new people have to build up that trust if they don't already have a relationship with us. But so next week it's going to be and Amanda, I think, but Nigel will probably chip in as me bit. I think it's usually, I didn't clarify, but it was, I don't know when you've got, I'm just going to let you know, if you've got a dual name like Amanda, Nigel, and Kurt and Tracy, and Mike and Jean Day on Facebook, I don't know which one I'm talking to. When I guessed it was Amanda.
Normally me.
It's normally you. Amanda's going to do that next week, and then hopefully we get the doorstep demos. And then the following week, I'm even more organised. I've got our first trainer. Is it the following week? Is that the right date? That's the 9th of June. We have Fiona Waddingham, who is going to do an attitude training. And what I'm excited about these trainings is normally we practice with the generic ones that we train on. That is so we can all learn them and so that new people can see we all do the same things over and over again to get the same results. But I'm excited because this is going to be Fiona's own training in her own words, just as Nigel and Amanda's, just as Jeff's did a couple of weeks ago, and Frank. And I'm loving these trainings where you're doing your own thing. So Fiona's going to be doing that. No pressure though, Fiona. You're not going to have to fill 2 slots like poor Kate did tonight. I will be looking for still anybody who wants to cover anything positive on the 9th of June. That would be, because the one after that will be recognition. I'm still debating. We can never have a meeting on Wednesday because it's the end of the period, so that's never going to happen. But I'm just still debating what is the best day for recognition to get the biggest audience. So
probably the following Wednesday, as you said the other night.
I kind of thought we should just do it at the start of the following Wednesday. I just feel it's awfully late to recognise people, but I kind of think that would keep the flow going.
Yep.
And then we could maybe have one meeting on the Tuesday instead of the Wednesday at the end of the period. Don't know what people think about that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or skip a week and have a team one. You can get back to me on Messenger. Oh, everybody's opinion is valuable, but we could always just skip a week and we have that week. We could have, you could catch up with having the one-to-ones with your teams, or we could have a leaders one. We can look at it. As Michael says, the good thing about running your own business, you can change things to suit yourself.
Oh, can I jump in a wee second? A couple of weeks ago, we were given 2 boxes of personal development books by somebody in another team who'd left the business. And they're taking up space in my house at the moment. What I've been doing is I've been out meeting the team. I've seen Lynn and Jane, I've seen Mary, I've seen Trisha, I've seen Louise, and I'm seeing Frank in the next few days, and I sent all of them pictures of the books and I invited them to pick what they wanted. These books were just to share with the team, but I've still got quite a lot left. If anybody in the Rhino team would like some personal development books free, I would just maybe ask you to pay for postage, which will be about £3 for maybe about 6 to 8 books. If you want to pop me a message on Facebook, I'll send you a picture of what I've got left and you can just choose. Anything we've got left over will just come to a meeting and be given away anyway when we can have a meeting. But if anybody would like some personal development, it's absolutely free except for postage.
Wow.
Pop me a message because there's still quite a lot. Probably still got about 50 there.
You could. Would it be too much to ask to just pop the picture into the Rhino group?
Yeah, I could do. Yep.
Yep. That's a great offer. And
so what I did was, as people were picking them, I just covered them up with like a butterfly or something. So just put the pictures of them as is left, and anybody, it's first come, first served. So if you want them, pop me a message quick with your address. And
that's a kind offer. And when you say 6, it's 6 to 8, not 6 to 8.
No, I'd rather somebody took 6 to 8 because it's just
Scottish folks sound.
You know what my dining room's like, right?
6 to 8.
So somebody may as well get the use of them because, you know, our team that I've been meeting up with have picked what they wanted, and you know, but there are quite a lot left. So if you're wanting anything, just pop. You know, I will post them up in the Rhino group. Anybody that wants them, pop me a message.
Thank you, Kate. So to pop them up,
Yep.
a wee sticker on them, that means they've gone. You just pay
Yeah.
the postage. If it's only £3 for 6 to 8 books,
Yeah. Well, it's up to, I think it's up to 2 kilograms and a,
it's
you know,
going to be a couple of quid for postage, so you
Yeah.
might well get more than one.
Yeah.
Because what you find is the smaller things are dear. When you
Yeah.
get slightly bigger, it's no much dearer. That's for the books and things like that. That's a great offer. Thanks very much.
no problem.
So just a reminder for the 9th.
Are you going to do the Connect 4?
Oh, I forgot about the right. Oh, you're getting the rest this week apparently. Kate's doing the Connect 4 competition, but I couldn't get the photograph. She sent me the photograph, but I had asked for it too late. And when as soon as I go on Zoom, which I went on early, Owen's away to get the photo. I bet you, I thought you were away. When you had your camera, I thought he's going to get the photo because he usually does stuff like that.
It's already on the Rhino group and it's
already
on
the Rhino
Team
group,
Velocity, but I've maybe bumped them.
We'll repost that. But to give Owen a wee rest, his competitions have been fantastic. And thank you, Owen, again. You're a natural. And
Yep.
we're all just starting to get a wee bit of the momentum going now with these. And the recognition training, though, I tried to remind everybody to say how many points they had for bullseye. So maybe in a smaller or tonight, you can just say, you know your points, just shout that out. But that one went better than most of them because we're starting to get into the habit now and warming up. So
Yep.
we're going to do the Connect 4. It's already posted in the 18, but we'll keep. I'll post it again. Kate messaged, and this is how weird Facebook is. I got it on my phone, but it wasn't on my laptop, and I needed it on my laptop to put it on the slides. So you'll see all the products and the Connect 4. We'll put up the rules, but we should know, get 4 lines, 4 lines, 4 lines.
4 corners.
4 corners, just anyway, 4
Yep.
corners. And that's only going to run for a week. Because I think
Oh no, well I did say the whole of the period because I was late putting it up. But you can get more than one line in the period though.
Is it? Do you think the end of the period?
Well, the last time Owen did it, I think Fiona somebody got a full house. Was it Amanda and Nigel?
All right, so you can go on and get more than
Yeah.
one line. Because I was thinking about, right, okay, I was thinking that one got a line, but it's
Yep.
like the 180. Somebody's got 360 odd.
Mm-hmm.
There's some.
Oh, for bullseye, I get 368. And I finished with an actual bullseye because I did sponsor a new lady at the end of period 5 who placed her first order. So I did finish with an actual bullseye, so 360.
Yeah, we got 300.
Bullseye. I think Janet might have got a bullseye as well, actually. Must have been. You're on mute, Jeff, if you're trying to chat. I've got to ask, even when you mute yourself, I've still got to ask you to unmute. So I'm just going to ask everybody to unmute at the moment, just in case you want to unmute. That's so weird. It just went, the Zoom's very, very fickle. Right, so I'm excited about the next 2 up-and-coming webinars. I think the decision's been made. The recognition's going to be done the following Wednesday, but we'll still have just 1 training slot. Generally we want to make trainings about 20 to 25 minutes. If it's 2 20-minute slots, but it's great just to get success stories recognition, and they don't have to last an hour. Although my target is to finish before the hour, we can finish a bit earlier if we want to, especially if you've been busy zooming away, or because I know there's lots of Zooms that we plug into. But really excited about that. We'll post the Connect 4 and Kate's books into the 18. Was there something else? And I'll try.
Can I just say that at least one person in my team has already got orders for the new products that were announced today?
Ooh, who was that? Is that a story? I've not been told. It's going to be somebody online. It's going to be Louisa Rowan, because Mary's on, or Mary, she's there too.
Frank's here as well.
Oh, Frank. Hi,
it might be more than one person, but I've definitely seen one person get orders.
Coming in. I did I said hi to Frank or Fiona properly. Hiya, Frank. It's because you were to say hiya. Hiya, good to see you. Sorry, Frank. Was it Frank?
No.
Nope. Hiya, Fiona. I never said hi to you. How Was it Louise? Have we got to play this game? I'm playing Connect. Was it Owen?
I'm sure you've got orders, haven't you, Louise?
I have, yes.
Yep.
Excellent.
I've got three of the floor cleaner, because I've had people desperate for that floor cleaner.
Yep.
2 for the laundry liquid and 2 for the other thing. The
Can't remember the name.
I've posted
Aye.
pictures of all day.
I can see the bottle, I just can't remember
I know,
what it
I
is.
know.
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
That washing up liquid, that's right, yep.
That's
Washing
it. Yeah, I
up
could see the
liquid.
bottle. I was thinking hand wash, washing up liquid. Are you right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Just so you know, guys, Kate keeps giving me this huge praise for doing a flip book, and I'm going to spoil it because it's so easy to do. It's free, and I think it's just flipbook.com. But I can give you, all you need to do is upload the PDF and you have an instant flip book. Get a bit.ly link if you want to shorten the link for the post. So, but I don't mind doing it because I love Kate praising me. So
It's quite actually easy just to praise you to high heaven and beg you to do it, actually.
that's fine. I didn't mind that. I quite like the praise, so I'll keep doing it. I'll keep doing it. But
Yeah,
just,
please keep doing it.
I'm happy.
Friday, I think you have to do it again.
I felt embarrassed to be all the praise into the high heavens when I just uploaded a PDF to a free website.
And also, Louise is getting very fancy with Viva Video as well. You've done that was a gorgeous one you did, Louise, with all the bedding, and you've got special.
Actually, it's the app that does it all. It just depends whatever one you choose. You know, when you go on the bottom of the app, it gives you like life story. It'll give you
That's right.
love. It'll give.
All
you
right, okay. I just
different themes.
Oh,
So it
come
was just
on.
whatever. I just usually play about with the themes to see which one I like, because some go quite fast. And some have writing that sometimes isn't really appropriate for what the products that we're trying to advertise. So
I'm just trying to change the music from that really manic one that was the first one they brought out.
I have showed her how to do it, but I've no success.
that's a life story. Aye, just change the actual.
And that's what you change, Kate. But
What?
you can change to different music as well. But
Yeah.
and again, for anybody who's watching the video or anybody who's new to the Viva Videos, is not owned by Viva MK. It's just a very fun.
Happy accident though, isn't
Not
it? That
yet.
that's what you use.
Not yet, Lynn.
Not yet. Not yet. I like that. I like the way you're thinking. Not yet.
Not yet.
Happy accident. I like the way that Kate put that. It's a happy coincidence. So if it does have the logo, because you want to use the free version, even though the paid for one's like $1.79 a month or £2 a month, I don't pay for anything. But it's like free. And all you need to do is if you've got photos in your phone of the products and wee albums, and even if they're not in albums, you can create any video you want. And you can add text if you can even just take a wee photograph. I quite often take a photograph of the products and add text just to order, message me, or add that in the last photograph. You can lengthen the last photograph. There's loads.
What I usually do when
Let me just finish my sentence. It's really excellent for producing product videos for your.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yep.
that's it.
all I was going to say was when I've been putting text on them, I've just gone as if I was going to write a Facebook status, and I've got all the wee wallpapers, and I just use my wallpaper and write what I'm going to say, and then just screenshot it. Don't post it. Just screenshot it and crop it down and use that as a
You can do it
photograph.
on
Then.
the app as well, though. You can do it on the app. On the
That sounds a bit technical.
I don't know.
I can do it.
Kate's not-
That's brilliant.
Kate's the same with every app until she gets used to it. It's always too technical. Then she gets used to it. But it's just the same as Pic Collage. You know, you can say on the Pic Collages, which I prefer to use that now. You can just use the app. But I'm the same as you, Kate. I'm a bit too lazy to investigate how to do it on the Viva app, when all I need to do is stick some text onto WhatsApp and onto a Pic Collage picture. So it's laziness with me. But it's a good tool. Sorry to interrupt you there, Kate, but I just wanted to finish by saying it's a good tool for putting together short videos. You could put the cleaning products, you could do Father's Day, you could do the doies like Louise did, you could do the one main catalogue. When a new catalogue comes out, just stick the photos up, make a wee video. Different things appeal to different people.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. And so it might
You know, like the sorry, Lynn, doing the collage videos, like the Doobie one, for example. I just think people, especially online, obviously, people will view that more than what they will sit and scroll through photos. Like I could post every photo onto my Facebook group and go, oh, have a look through these doobies, and folk will not do it.
Yeah.
But they'll watch a video
A wee
because then it's
slideshow, yeah.
into like that 40 seconds or whatever, and it's just flicking through, and it's catchy. So they will watch videos a lot more.
What length would you recommend? The video? Because
I wouldn't go any longer than a minute, but I think 30 seconds to 45 seconds is probably.
I was thinking.
I always try and keep everything under a minute, but that's purely for Instagram because I can't go over a minute.
To be fair, I probably make mine slightly longer than a minute, but see, as I was asking you that question, I was thinking 30 seconds to a minute, even though mine's are longer, but I'm probably trying to pack too much in, whereas what I should do is more shorter videos. But I mean, different people buy. Some people will buy for the flip book. Kate definitely proved that with the WhatsApp. Some people will buy for the pictures because they didn't notice that in a video, or they didn't notice it in the flip book, but they notice when you post it. Some will buy for the videos. I personally like to watch a video, and the thing I like about the videos is you can, with Facebook, replay them at any time as a watch party. So you can just go watch party and go and cook your dinner, and your product video has been played. So there's lots of tools.
Yep.
Well,
did anybody see the brilliant post that Kieran put up just, I think, shortly before Zoom started tonight? And they've taken the front cover. Kieran, they've taken the front cover product of the You and Yours catalogue, that tea light holder, and they've personalised it. They're just going to do that in house. They're going to do that with a selection of products, and that's the first one.
Yeah.
I think I posted.
Brilliant, they've got a machine to do that now.
I don't think I've seen that. It must have just been posted. This is
yeah, it was shortly before Zoom, I think.
I mean, they can personalise, can extend to everything. They can be doing personalised everything. T-shirts, everything. That's a massive, massive string to your bow. Yep. But I'm going to close the meeting now. Thank you so much, Kate, for an excellent training, and thanks to everybody for your stories. Don't forget the Viva videos. Very, 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 very good tool for our business. And the WhatsApp, and most of you are already doing the Facebook. But if you're not and you want to take that further, you might be watching this video, just speak to the person who sponsored you or speak to me, and we'll gradually show you how to grow your business on Facebook as well as with catalogues, whatever your preferred method is. I'm only 4 minutes behind schedule, closing on time, so I guess that'll be 5 minutes by the time I close the meeting. But I'm going to ask, who's going to close the meeting tonight? Who did it last week? Who closed the last one? Fiona, I'm going to pick you because I like the way you close the meeting. I'm picking on you. You said I was relaxing with a cup of tea.
I only just got in.
Do you want me to pick somebody else that you want to do? Because I think you're really good at it.
No, that's fine. No, all I was going to say was, yeah, I have had a crazy day today, really crazy, lots to pack into it. But let's just remember that we all probably joined this business partly because of the flexibility, but that means we've got to find those little chunks of time to use and to use effectively. So let's go out there and have another week of pulling it out the hat and making the most of the time that we've got. They always say, if you want something done, ask a busy person. The fact we're all on here tonight would suggest we probably are those busy people. So let's see what we can produce ready for next week. So we'll see you back here for the next instalment next week.
See you all next Wednesday. Thanks, Fiona.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.